there. I am excited to say that we're finally well into April, and I'm hoping this weather becomes spring soon. I put in a request for it. I hope it's heard. Anyway, Unit 7 will span April 6th through April 19th, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about both of those weeks because I know some of you like to work ahead when you have a chance. So this will cover both weeks, but remember that you have the week of April 6th to finish the first set of tasks and then through the 19th to finish the second set. So here's what's due on April, is it 15th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. I'm sorry, April 12th, we'll have the following due. We'll have the discussion board, our initial response, and you're going to say, look at what do you most look forward to in teaching writing and what do you most dread. And I had a great day yesterday with a group of English teachers who were talking about both of these things, and it was really delightful because both of them have been in teaching for 10 years or more, and they were talking, still trying to work out some of the kinks, and it's not one of those things that you just get good at and are stay good at. You have to, it's one of those skills you keep sharpening. It's a craft. It's a thing, it's a thing that you got to really work on. And so it was really exciting to work with them. We did some blended learning, and we also talked about just old school grading papers and management and that kind of thing. So anyway, what do you look forward to? What do you most dread? The blog for April 6th, the week of April 6th, which is, by the way, April 6th, my birthday. I don't know why I threw that in, but I love my birthday. So anyway, the blog is education theorists and practitioners talk about the importance of student-led instruction. And we've mentioned this before because the connection is with engagement. When students are motivated and own it, there's the theory is that there's more engagement. And I believe that you can see student-led instruction go poorly, but we can't always blame that on the students too. So we want to look at this idea of student-led instruction, engaging students as learners, as well as teaching learners to engage at higher levels of thinking. And a lot of this can be done, and you'll see three different sources that I've given you, but project-based and problem-led learning, prompts for their writing that let them make choices. And how can we do all of this and engage higher levels of thinking? How can you see all of these ideals working out in your classroom? Take one of these or three of these and run with it. What are some topics that you might throw out to help engage students and invite student-led learning, and how you teach out those topics? What are some activities that you're already developing, or maybe some new ones that you could allow students to lead, collaborate, and communicate, even about topics that might be sticky, a little tricky, but in a way that's age appropriate, and appropriately mature. And you can go lots of different directions with this. I just want you to start thinking about that critical thinking and then just real life issue kind of stuff. I'll just use an example here. I know that it's been a tough year in my high school students' school. They've lost two students to suicide. Is there a way that a writing teacher could address the issue of suicide in a way that lets students lead it, that collaborates, that communicates appropriately, and thinks critically about these issues? And you might say, on that one, I would be hands off. I'm not sure I would go there. And I'm not sure I would. Honestly, as a teacher, I'm not sure it's a risk I would take in the context that I just gave. But outside of that context, what other issues can you think of that really do deserve a conversation? And when I say I may not go there, I'm even questioning myself. Is it because I don't want to deal with how deep the kids go? So just kind of ask yourself some tough questions. This writing can engage students in really amazing activities. If you want kind of an inspirational movie, there's a writing teacher, now I'm going to forget the name of it, who went into the inner city and basically got the kids writing. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of it now. She went all over the nation speaking about it then. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But, how are you going, and the way she did it was through sticky topics. How are you going to get students to address issues? One thing that my same son is doing right now in his freshman class is exploring social injustice, and I think that's a really great topic for students, and they can choose how deep they want to go. You're not forcing a certain train of thinking on them. You can do this with younger children too, though. How can you bring up age appropriate discussions for second graders that maybe will force them to think a little bit about the way that people are around them, when people are different than them, um, how to treat others. I noticed that my second grader came home with a sheet that his assignment this week was to do 5 acts of kindness, just serving others. And you know what? That's a topic that could invite some critical thinking. Why should we serve others? What is the risk we take when we serve others? What if they don't serve us back? Is that okay? There's some things we can talk about here. So just want you to dig in. This is week 1, so April 6th. This is when you do these 2 tasks. Then, when we round the corner into the second week of this unit, we reply to our peers on each of these boards. And then we go on a wiki field trip. And I don't have this set up yet. I'm going to be really honest. This could crash and burn on me, and I'll let you know if it does. But what I'm hoping to do is to set up a wiki space where you can get into each other's wikis. And what I think I'm going to do is actually set it up as the final wiki, so that you'll go into the final wiki and put all of your stuff there, start building. But I'm going to set it up in a way, at least my idea is setting it up in a way that other students can go into your wiki and give you some feedback on what they see, what they like, what they'd recommend. And so we can do a little bit of walking around in each other's classrooms. So we are not creating anything new, but you're going to start building that final wiki, and I'm going to set it up in a way that you can actually access each other's work and see and explore and learn from each other. Okay, we are wrapping this class up very quickly. The final week is a very short week, and we'll go ahead and jump to the classroom really quickly to make sure I haven't forgotten anything, because I do feel like there's some readings or something that I'm forgetting. Let's see what Unit 7 looks like in Read and Watch. Oh, nope, I guess I'm right. There are no new readings for this. We just are going to reflect on old things that we've read already. And that should be a wrap then. And then the very last week of the very last unit of the course, rather, you'll see that there's nothing, just because that's just your final. That's not even really a week. So we're winding it down. I look forward to seeing your responses and some of your ideas, and we hope you have a great rest of the week and unit.